Hi guys, how are you doing? This is WERBUNG techcentury and welcome to my full review of the AOC I2369VM IPS LED monitor. So before we really start with the review, you can already see the monitors behind me, and I don't just have one of the AOCs but three, as you see right there, and I'm very pleased with them, especially for a price of around $150 or also 140 euros. They deliver an excellent performance and they also have great features. Now first off, let's actually talk about the panels that I used, and we'll find 23-inch panels with a full HD resolution and they feature IPS technology. Now, in a lot of those cheaper monitors, you'll find TN panels, and these TN panels have a lot of disadvantages. For example, the color accuracy is lacking, and also the viewing angles are pretty bad. So for example, if you're viewing it from an angle, then the colors are shifting. But here on the AOC, we'll find a high quality IPS panel, which means that we have good color accuracy. So for example, if you're into video editing or also photo editing, then this is the perfect choice. And also we have very wide viewing angles. So for example, if you look at your smartphone, a modern smartphone likely has an IPS panel, so you can look at it from whatever angle you want. The colors aren't shifting and it just looks excellent. And the same is true to these AOC monitors. And at least for me, it's very important to have high quality panels in the monitors. So with the AOCs, you definitely can't go wrong. Now second up, also the monitor actually has a very small bezel. Actually, when they turned off like now, you basically can't see any bezel at all. Now when they're turned on, you'll see a bezel of around 10 millimeters, but still this is very small. Now there are a couple of monitors that basically look exactly like this. For example, the HP 23Xi that I reviewed a while back. Now, why did I actually ditch the HP 23Xis even though I really liked them? That's because the AOCs feature basically the same panel, but they have a couple of nice features that the HPs are lacking. So first, they have built-in speakers. So if you, for example, connect your Xbox or your PlayStation, then you can just transport the audio through the HDMI signal and just turn on the built-in speakers and actually hear the sound from your gaming console. So it's a very simple solution. Now, yes, a little warning, the built-in speakers suck as basically on any monitor, but still you have the option to use those built-in speakers. And what's probably even more important, you actually also have a line out. So you could just connect, for example, your speaker system from your PC with a 3.5mm cable to the monitor, and then you can have the sound, for example, from your PC or also from your PlayStation 3, 4, Xbox One, whatever, directly through your audio system. So that's a very easy solution if you want to connect gaming consoles. And last but certainly not least, they also have a VESA mount, and that's very rare on those IPS monitors with small bezels. So that basically means that you could just, for example, mount them to the wall or also just mount them to a monitor arm, as I did here in the background. So I have all three monitors on a monitor arm. Now this also means that these monitors are slightly thicker than, for example, the HP 23Xi, but it's very flexible, and those are also the two main reasons why I ditched the HPs. They didn't have built-in speakers and they also didn't have the VESA mount built in. Both is true here on the AOC, so they are excellent. Now one of the big drawbacks with IPS panels is usually that they have a pretty slow response time, which basically means that for gaming they aren't too great. Now I've also tested gaming monitors in the past, like the BenQ XL2720, and it was a great monitor with, I think, like 1 millisecond input lag. And again, I think the AOCs really performed excellent. Now they can't quite keep up to this BenQ gaming monitor, but still, especially for an average gamer, whether you connect an Xbox, a PC or whatever, if you're gaming, they just work perfectly. So for example, even in games like FIFA where you really see the ball moving and input lag or also ghosting would be a big issue, there wasn't any issues at all. I play Xbox on the monitor all the time and it's no issue whatsoever. You can play racing games, shooters, just sport games like FIFA, and no issue whatsoever. So I'll also include some gaming footage here at the end of this video, but overall I can just say that I'm very pleased with the monitor. For gaming, just for video editing, it's just a perfect choice. Also the quality seems right. I ordered 3 of those monitors in total. 2 of them I actually already have for 5 months, no issues whatsoever, no dead pixels, no issues at all. And so also in terms of inputs, they're very flexible. They have display port, also 2 HDMI ports, as well as then also of course the audio out and also a headphone jack. So also in terms of inputs, just very flexible, and I can highly recommend the AOCs. And again, these are just excellent monitors for the money, especially also since they have the speakers as well as the VESA mount. A great panel, and I think also a pretty elegant design. I can just highly recommend the AOC monitors. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of them. Maybe you also have them. I would really like to hear your opinion. For me, they are almost perfect monitors that I really enjoy. So this also wraps up my video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button as well as subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. See you next time.